Now in this BPCE 011, this is the school psychology. We are going to cover the first question. It is in 1000 words. Okay. Question is, differentiate between school psychology and educational psychology. Discuss the goals and objectives of school psychology. Answer: difference between school psychology and educational psychology. School psychology. The term school psychology started in 1898 in American literature. School psychology broadly describes the principles, discoveries, and achievement of educational psychology. Many scholars defined school psychology in their own way. Usually, school psychology helps teachers, parents, students, and other school departments to get progress in their way. The helping hands of school psychology lead them to achieve dignity, respect, and molding from inhumanity to humanity. The professionals are also profound in psychology and education to be the specialists of professional psychology. Besides, it also includes the principles of clinical psychology with educational psychology to the diagnosis and treatment of children and adolescents' behavioral and learning problems. As clinical psychology is the integration of science, theory, and clinical knowledge, it helps in understanding, preventing, and relieving psychologically based distress to promote subjective well being and personal development. School psychology also helps students to solve the problems of individual students. School psychologists are highly trained mental health experts in school. They participate in prevention, intervention, and evaluation for a number of childhood problems. They have unique formulae for learning and schools. The government of India has declared the nation's children as a supremely important asset and strives that our plans and programs should lead the children grow up physically, mentally, and morally. Educational psychology. Educational psychology dates back to the time of Aristotle and Plato. They researched on individual differences and their education training of the body and cultivation of psychomotor skills, the formation of good character, the possibilities and limits of moral education. It is the branch of the scientific study of learning processes in the field of cognitive development and behavior. With this, it also helps in affect motivation, self regulation, and self concept. It is broadly based on quantitative method as testing, measuring, and enhancing educational activities based on instructional design, classroom management, and assessment. It informs a wide range of specialties within educational studies, including instructional design, educational technology, curriculum development, organizational learning, special education, classroom management, and student motivation. In the last 20 years, it has been swift growth and development as a profession. It became helpful for those who cannot follow the regular classroom curriculum. Besides, educational psychologists are collaborating with psychiatrists, social workers, teachers, speech and language therapists, and counselors to understand the questions being raised when combining behavioral, cognitive, and social psychology in the classroom setting. Goals and objectives of school psychology. Goals. First point, the role of school. The goal of school is to mold the students in a way of modern, secular Indian citizens with a scientific temper, including the ability of confronting global challenges and gather the wisdom of East and West. Second point, to promote psychological and educational development. Several students exhibit strange, unexpected behavior. In this case, school psychology help the teachers, students, and students' parents in order to promote the healthy learning environment in the school settings and to promote the psychological and educational development and social well-being of the students. Third point, to create the positive learning environment. The major goal of school psychology is to create positive learning environment for achieving the goal of the students to design and develop such a system that has suitable behavioral, effective, and adaptive goals of their life. The school psychology helps them enhancing the appropriate pupil behaviors, teachers, school, and parents to develop such capacities in their students for coping with the conflicts and its resolution, as well as to teach social problem solving, decision making, and pro social behaviors. Objectives of school psychology. First point is to promote and inquire the high levels of professional education and training within the specialty and to expand appropriate scientific and scholarly knowledge and the provision of scientific affairs. Second point, school psychology helps in increasing the practice of psychology and efficient conduct of professional affairs within schools, among other settings, and collaboration, cooperation with the individuals, groups, and organizations in the shared realization. Third point, it supports the ethnic minority and takes their responsibility to encourage their opportunities and provide professional power. Fourth point, publications, communications, and conferences regarding the activities, interests, and concerns for regional, national, and international basis. Okay, with this question is over. Now you can do it. It is my own writing. It is not the copy or imitation of any notebook. Properly I read, go through the Ignou book, then the internet websites. Thereafter I collected the information for writing this way. Okay.